Hey everyone, Coolman1 here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, and why I think it's a great movie. So, I just saw the movie yesterday, and I gotta say, wow, it was good. It was just as good as the past three Hotel Transylvania movies, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun to watch. The plot was really interesting. And if you guys have seen the trailers and the clips of this movie, you guys probably already know some of the plot. And from that you can already tell what parts of this movie make me like it so much. But here I'm gonna talk about the entire movie. I'm gonna be talking about the full plot, and I'm basically gonna be spoiling the entire thing. So yeah. Um, but before I do, I just gotta say that if you haven't seen this movie, this video does contain spoilers for the movie. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to watch the movie first and then come back later to see this video. Anyways, not that side of the way. Let's get on to Hotel Transylvania Transformania and why I think it's a great movie. So, so the movie starts off with Dracula singing about it being just the two of them, and by the two of them, he means Dracula and his daughter Mavis. So back then, it used to be just Dracula, his daughter Mavis, and the other monsters. But many years have gone by, and the hotel has changed a lot. So, of course, now humans are allowed into the hotel, and things have changed a whole lot. So, yeah. But, and this is where things start to get really problematic in the plot of this movie. So it used to be just Dracula and his daughter Mavis, but now that a lot of things have changed and humans are allowed, the very first human that went into the hotel, Johnny, is now also part of the family because Mavis, Dracula's daughter, she's married to Johnny, so now he's part of the family. And it used to be just the two of them, but now it's the three of them. It's Dracula, Mavis, and Johnny. So yeah, and Dracula and Johnny was taking over. He was taking over the hotel, and yeah, Dracula felt like Johnny was taking over the hotel, and that's because everyone was having a party celebrating many years of the hotel because the hotel is now a lot of years old. It's many years old now, so they're having a party celebrating the hotel being many years old, and 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 um, and Johnny was taking the spotlight from Dracula. So Drac was kind of annoyed because things used to be so different back then, and now a lot of things have changed. So so yeah, and and then um and then after Johnny took the spotlight from Dracula, um Dracula went outside, and and Erica, um his new I'm not sure if she's his girlfriend or his wife. Um, but I think he became his wife at the end of Hotel Transylvania 3. Um, she met him outside, and he told her that Johnny is ruining everything and taking over the hotel. And before that, he talked to her uh, about 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 him retiring. So Dracula is planning on retiring and giving the hotel to Mavis. But then Erica said, "You mean Mavis and Johnny?" Because Johnny is also part of the family now. So then he's like, "Oh yes, and Johnny." um, so yeah, um, I mean he likes Johnny. Drac likes Johnny, but sometimes he thinks that he ruins some things. I don't know. He was just annoyed by Johnny. So yeah, and then and then when Eric mentioned Drac retiring, Drac was like, keep it down. I don't want Mavis to hear. Because he didn't want her to know that when he retires, he's gonna give the hotel to her. So then he was like they were talking about Drac retiring, and Mavis has super hearing, and her regular ear transformed into a bat ear because she's a vampire. So so she overheard everything that Dracula and Erica were talking about, and then she overheard everything, and she was like, "Wait, my dad's gonna retire and give the hotel to me? What?" And she was shocked at first, and then she got really excited, and she told Johnny, and Drac and Erica don't know that Mavis knows because she overheard them while she was inside, while they were talking outside. So, yeah, so she was really excited to hear the news, and she told Johnny, and Johnny was like, "Oh, that's great." But then earlier, and then Johnny got really excited after Mavis told him that, and Dracula was about to grab the key that they used to open the hotel. That was when Mavis was a little girl that Dracula first opened the hotel for all the monsters. And Dracula still had the key, so he can give it to Mavis for when he retires. And then Johnny was really excited after Mavis told him that, so he went to Dracula and he was like, Drac, I can't believe you're gonna give the key to me and Mavis when you retire." And then Dracula didn't want to give the key to both of them. He only wanted to give it to Mavis because he was afraid that Johnny would ruin the entire hotel. Cause he, well, he thought that Johnny wasn't worthy enough to take over the hotel when he retires. So then he lied to Johnny, telling him about a real estate. And the real estate is that he can't give the key to humans. He can only give it to monsters. But of course that wasn't true. He just lied to him because he was afraid that Johnny would ruin the entire hotel when he retires. And then later in the movie, that creates a big problem between Johnny and Drac. Um, so yeah, and then Johnny talks to Mavis, telling him that Drac um, doesn't that he thinks that Drac maybe doesn't think of him as part of the family because he's not a monster. And then Van Helsing is sitting right next to him, and he's like, "So you want to become a monster, huh?" And it just so happens that Van Helsing has an invention that can turn humans into monsters and monsters into humans. So then he goes with Van Helsing, and Van Helsing turns him into a monster with the invention. And then Johnny is really happy. He's like, "Wow, I'm a monster now. I look so cool." And then he goes to Drac. And then well, he doesn't go to Drac, but Drac finds out. So Dracula finds out, and he goes like, "Johnny, is that you?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's me. Look how cool I am. I'm a monster now." And he was really excited to, and then he wanted to tell Mavis. He was really excited to tell Mavis, but Drac didn't want him to tell Mavis because he was afraid that Mavis will blame it on him. So 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 he was like he was running after Johnny while when Johnny was gonna go to Mavis to tell Mavis that he's a monster. Drac was running after Johnny with the invention to try to turn him back into a human before he tells Mavis, but he kept missing. And then earlier in the movie, the invention broke, and the crystal that contained the power that can turn humans into monsters, monsters into humans, well, the invention broke, and the energy that turned Johnny into a monster, it the energy fell into a fountain that they had in the hotel, and then that creates a bigger problem earlier on in the movie. So Dracula tries to hide Johnny from Mavis, but he doesn't tell Johnny why. Um, so then um, when the invention broke, Johnny and Drac go somewhere to get a new crystal so they can turn Johnny back to normal. And then the other main monsters of the Hotel Transylvania franchise, which are always with Dracula. They touch the water in the fountain and then they become humans, as you can see in this poster. So yeah, it's crazy. It gets even crazier. So yeah, and then they and then Drac tells them to not tell Mavis, but later on, Mavis, along with Erica, they both find out, and then they see the news, and they're like, wait, is that Dracula? Uh-oh, what did he do? And then they see that Johnny's a monster. So then they go after Drac and Johnny to try to find them and fix things. While Drac and Johnny are trying to find the crystal to turn Johnny back to normal. So yeah, and also every monster in the hotel comes along with Mavis and Erica because well they can't just leave the monsters in the hotel because who knows what could happen when they come back. Like they can mess up the hotel or destroy it or something. So yeah, they all come with them. And then earlier on, we see that we see that Mavis and Erica find Drac and Johnny, and then of course Mavis is mad at Dracula because Dracula sometimes creates problems accidentally, and Mavis ends up getting mad at him, like she did in Hotel Transylvania 3. So yeah, and then Dracula explains everything, and then Johnny finds out the truth, and he's like, "Wait, so that real estate wasn't true?" And he finds out the truth. So then, oh, and also, now that he's a monster, he slowly started becoming more vicious. He slowly started becoming a more vicious monster, so that's another problem. And then Johnny, in his monster form, he gets angry and just runs away. And then Mavis, of course, is mad at Drac, and she tries to go after Johnny. And then she tries to lead him to the cave that Drac was going to find the crystal, the cave where they have the crystal to turn him back to normal, to turn everyone back to normal. And yeah, so then they're all at the cave, and Johnny is still mad at Drac for lying to him. So then Drac apologizes to him and tells him, after 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 feeling bad, he changed his mind about what he changed his perspective about Johnny, and he tells him that he is and always will be part of the family. And then he forgives him. Johnny forgives Drac. He becomes more calm, and then they turn him back to normal, and everything's good. But then when they go back to the hotel, it's on fire. It's destroyed, and then now that Drac is planning to retire, and he's planning on giving the key to Mavis and Johnny, they rebuilt the hotel. But along with rebuilding it, they also give it some new looks and new little touches to the hotel. And it looks normal. When Drac looked at the hotel, it looked normal on the outside, but when he looked on the inside, it was way different. Because of Johnny. Johnny changed it up exactly like Drac thought he would. But then, regardless, he ended up being okay with it. He was like, I'm fine with this. The hotel belongs to them now, so I don't really care if Johnny changes too much of the hotel. So, yeah, and the movie had a really good ending, and I gotta say, it was really fun. Wow. So, yeah, that's the plot of the movie. And if you really want to see how it plays out, if you want to see more of how the plot plays out, watch the movie for yourselves. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's really good. So, yeah, that's Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, and why I think it's a great movie. And for those of you who already saw this movie, let me know what you guys think about this movie. Let me know if you thought it was good. And if you thought it was good, let me know what your favorite part of this movie was. I I definitely would have liked for Johnny to turn into a vampire so he can be another vampire in the family because I mean his wife Mavis is a vampire. His son his son is a vampire too. So why can't Johnny somehow turn into a vampire? But no, at the end of the movie, he turned back into a human. Um, but if they make a fifth Hotel Transylvania movie, I would love for them to somehow turn Johnny into a vampire. I think that would be a really cool plot, and I would love for them to end it like that. So yeah, but we're talking about this movie, Transformania. It was really fun, and I really liked it. And again, let me know if you guys like this movie because I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I just couldn't wait to make this video because I just saw it and I had to make a full length video about this because this movie was so good. And once again, just like the past three Hotel Transylvania movies, this one was just as good. So yeah, anyways, that's all for this video, and as always, stay cool.